Welcome everyone, this is Nina Vercoin. This is my daily insight from the Last Truth teachings. And today's theme is coherence. Coherence is this fine balance between who you truly are and how you express yourself in the world, like what you express yourself as. The majority of people are spiritually incoherent because the majority of people don't know who they truly are. Thus, they cannot express who they truly are in the world. So there is this dissonance, this internal conflict, the conflict between who we truly are and who we believe ourselves to be, and as a result, express ourselves as in the world. And this term spiritual coherence is extremely important because until we know who we are, we obviously can't express ourselves as who we are. But until we can't express ourselves as who we are, we cannot be happy. We cannot truly manifest successfully. Basically, we can't do anything regardless of how it seems to be, because we all might live in the illusion of having a successful life, but in fact it is just plain ignorance. But the Last Truth teachings are not for those who are satisfied with superficial success. The Last Truth teachings is for those who feel this deep inner urge, almost painful desire to merge with the source, with the truth of who you are, and know how to express itself in the world. Understand how to be that source in our daily life, in every aspect of our life. Because the major factor that makes us unsatisfied with life is actually this. We feel almost ashamed for who we are subconsciously. We feel not enough. We feel not loved, not cherished enough, not valued enough, not respected enough. Why? Because we don't value and respect ourselves enough, because we know deep down that we are not being who we truly are in this world. And yes, we might be doing a lot of different spiritual practices, and we are spiritual seekers. We are on this spiritual path, but we are still unhappy, and we feel deep down as imposters. And we all are imposters in this world. We are spiritual imposters because we are not expressing precisely who we are. In order to express precisely who we are, that quote unquote we are, that who we are needs to be first defined, realized, activated. So all that is not who we truly are needs to be shed off of ourselves. It needs to be gone. Those layers of the half-truths of who we are need to be shed, just like a snake sheds off her old skin that no longer serves her. And this is what the Last Truth teachings aims to do with you when you come across this material. It makes you see clearly what needs to be let go of. And this is not a simple task. This is not a walk in the park. This is not for the faint-hearted spiritual seekers who can be just satisfied with their ayahuasca ceremonies and meditation daily, and then they check the box of, yeah, I have done my job for today, my spiritual sadhana, my practice, and that's enough. So this is for those very advanced spiritual seekers who are not happy with just that. They feel there's something deeper. And it's not easy, and it's painful to let go of what was serving you before but no longer serves you. For example, different spiritual practices and rituals and methods and techniques and visualizations and affirmations and plant medicine ceremonies. Everything that helped so much and served us well when we were just in the beginning of our spiritual path. But now that we are outgrowing that and our heart requires a absolutely direct connection, direct merging with the source that we are, without any intermediaries, without any spiritual props and tools and techniques and methods, rituals, substances. Our heart requires that. So spiritual truth requires to be fully awakened within you. And you no longer want to rely on those canes that the majority of seekers uses to propel forward. And spiritual coherence is what the last truth is about. It is about, what is the word? It is about bravery, truly. Bravery to let go of the old that once helped you and served you, but is needed to be let go of as you progress on your spiritual path. I always give this example of a cane. When we are just learning how to walk, we need to use a cane. And this is a very useful tool. It helps us even get up from the ground in the first place. We wouldn't be able to learn how to walk if we didn't have that external support, a cane. So those spiritual practices like meditation, visualization, plant medicine ceremonies, these are canes. They were all needed. They were all helpful. But if we want to learn to walk on our own feet without any external support, if your true self requires you to become so strong and powerful that you only rely on what's within you, you only rely on your true self and nothing else, nothing on the outside serves as a tool that helps you walk on this path. So you let go of all the intermediaries, all the middlemen. You let go of all the props and canes and tools and techniques. And you find that well deep within yourself, something that you will drink from, something and the only thing that you will rely on, that you will find support in, nothing on the outside, but an internal support, self-reliance, absolute spiritual sovereignty, absolute spiritual autonomy, where you motivate yourself, inspire yourself, teach yourself, give yourself answers, and you're no longer reaching to the outside world for answers, for support, for recognition, for validation, for anything whatsoever. And this requires bravery, tremendous bravery, psychological flexibility, because we all tend to just stick to the old things that worked before, and we don't like to shake things up. We don't like to let go of things that helped us. It is scary, but this is needed. So if you are feeling resonance with what I'm saying here, then you are ready to outgrow the old way and ready to try to become an absolute sovereign creator that doesn't rely on any tools and practices to be, to express itself, and to manifest. And this is what I call direct manifesting, a definition from the Last Truth Retreat, from the Last Truth Teachings. Direct manifesting is when we activate that sovereign creator within, we no longer use any tools to manifest. And then we manifest using only our divine will alone, the will of not our mind, but of this divinity that we've become one with within ourselves. This is called direct manifesting. Manifesting without any visualizations, affirmations, practices, or anything whatsoever, using your divine will alone. God, Source, doesn't need tools to manifest, doesn't need practices to manifest, and neither do you, because you are God, you are Source. And there is this step that you need to take beyond practices, beyond substances, beyond any intermediaries. And this last step that you need to take to be able to fully be and express yourselves as who you truly are, precisely as who you are, this last step is called the last truth. And then the spiritual coherence emerges. And what's inside truly is what's outside. Because many people believe that coherence is when who you believe you are is expressed on the outside. But who you believe you are is a separate individual, drowned in the illusion of separateness. So we're not trying to teach you to express on the outside who you believe you are. We are teaching you to express on the outside who you truly are, which is Source. So we're not expressing on the outsides all the emotions and all other distorted perceptions that we carry within as part of our false self-identity, like our traumas and our emotions and our fears and our limitations and our beliefs about who we are and all the content that we carry within. This is not what we need to express transparently and honestly on the outside. There's no need to express that because this is not who you are. So I don't care if you honestly express on the outside your feelings, because most of our human feelings, they're just a distortion in our perception. This is not the truth of who you are. They're not even yours. They're not who you are. So I don't want you to express that. Again, I am not this advocate for express your feelings truly, express your emotions truly. I don't care about your feelings and emotions, no matter how harsh it sounds. I care about who you truly are beyond the illusion, beyond the layer of these traumas and emotions and feelings that you think is who you are. I want you to express what's beyond that baggage that you carry within you and think this is who you are. I don't want you to express that. I want you to dive deeper and express who you are without your distorted perceptions, traumas, emotions, and feelings. I want you to express yourself as God in physical form. And this is what spiritual coherence is, because we are God. God and Source, the universe, call it whatever you wish. But this is our full potential as a collective. This is our potential. We are not already our God, all of us. No, but this is a potential that each and one of us can possibly choose and create for ourselves. And this is what we're doing in the Last Truth program. This is what I'm teaching. How to be God in physical form. Express that in every aspect of your being, in your relationships, in your finances, in your social life, in absolutely every aspect of your being, of your life. When this coherence is achieved, everything changes for you. Absolutely everything changes for you. And you no longer identify as a seeker. You start to identify as the creator of life rather than a student of life. And thus, as a result, you stop self-prescribing difficult life lessons and scenarios, difficult scenarios, to learn from, quote unquote. You stop growing through adversity and problems and pain and suffering. The illusion that we can only grow from suffering is the most trickiest illusion that we bought into as a humanity. I'd call it the dark forces trap that we all fell into, thus multiplying suffering. This is the only reason why suffering exists in the world, because we justify it. We say, oh, wisdom comes from suffering. Growth comes from difficult life lessons. What a trap. The biggest spiritual trap of all, in which even the most spiritually advanced human beings fall into. And this is what the last truth does. It cleans you and clears you from all these distortions, the subtlest forms of illusion. And it makes you see everything through the eyes of unity for the first time. For the first time. It is like absolute and ultimate detoxification, spiritual detoxification program or retreat that you can possibly go through. It is the most advanced teaching you can possibly find currently, nowadays. And it is not for everyone, but it is for those who are ready, without any compromise, to be and express who they truly are.